Good afternoon and welcome back to Vikings baseball here at Ozinga Field in Crestwood, Illinois. For today's matchup between your St. Lawrence Vikings and the Morris Redskins.
Decided by a coin flip, the Vikings will be the away team today. They will bat first, and Morris will take the field.
And now for the starting lineup for the Morris Redskins. Batting first, the left fielder, number 5, Cole Laurie. Batting second, the shortstop, number 6, Matt Lopez. Batting third, the second baseman, number 1, Jacob Overbeck. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 22, Zach Redinger. Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 11, Alex Cameron. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 30, Cody Bledsoe. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 20, Logan Edwards. Batting eighth, the pitcher, number 26, Luke Olbrot. And batting ninth, the right fielder, number 8, Chatton Dryfout. And now for the starting lineup for your St. Lawrence Vikings. Leading off and playing center field, number 1, Luke Montgomery. Batting second, number 5, Jake Vera. Catching, number 25, Matt McCormick. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 28, Vito Valenkis. Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 23, Mark Babbage. Batting sixth, the shortstop, number 10, Matt Dornbos. Batting seventh, number 34, the designated hitter, Kevin McCormick. Batting eighth, Ryan Cummings playing third base. And batting ninth, Alex Gasparo, the second baseman. Stepping in is Luke Montgomery. First pitch from Olbrot. Monty shows bunt, pulls back, called strike 1. Oh, 1 on the way from Olbrot. Curveball, that's outside. Count evens at 1. One on the way to Monty. That one catches the outside corners for strike 2. 1-2. One, 2 on the way to Monty. That one's outside. Count evens back at 2. Two to Monty. He swings and misses for strike 3. Monty goes down on strikes, and that'll bring up the right fielder, Jake Vera.
The Vikings are the away team today due to a coin flip, even though they were the number 1 team in the sectional. That's why they're batting first today and playing the field on the bottom half of the inning.
First pitch to Jake on the way. That one's inside, ball 1.
Second pitch to Jake on the way. He hits this one to left field.
That one's looping shortstop, giving chase. He makes a nice play.
Shortstop Matt Lopez in shallow left field to make the catch for the second out. And that will bring up catcher Matt McCormick. Long pause here. First pitch to Matt on the way. That one is outside for a ball. 1-0 start at the at-bat to McCormick. Beautiful day for baseball. 74 degrees. Sun is shining here at Ozinga Field. Wind blowing in, but slightly. Probably won't have an effect on the game. Pitch on the way to McCormick. That one's also outside. 2-0. A lot of supporters for both teams here today. See a lot of familiar faces from the Vikings.
2-0 to McCormick on the way. Curveball. That one's out. 3-0 is the count to McCormick.
Clearly pitching around McCormick here. Hitters count for McCormick, 3-0. That one's in there for a strike. First strike to McCormick, 3-1 now. Let's see if they give him the green light on 3-1, and then let's see if Morris will test him in the zone. Here comes the pitch, 3-1. Curveball, this one's hit to left field. Left fielder chasing it. He will make the catch near the bullpen for the third out of the inning. Nice catch. And the Vikings fail to get a runner here in the top of the first. We will be back for the bottom half of the inning where Chris Seropian will look to take on Morris. Leading off the bottom half of the first for Morris will be left fielder Cole Lowry. As we said, Chris Seropian on the mound for the Vikings. Last time we saw Chris was a week ago today when the Vikings took on Morgan Park. He was a part of that combined perfect game. Him and Max Engstrom pitched phenomenally well. First pitch is drilled into right field over the head of Vera. He can't make the catch. This one will hit the wall. Lowry on his way to second. He will hold at second. Throw is cut off by Gass. Lead-off double to start the inning for Morris, as Lowry jumped on the first pitch and sent it over Vera's head in right field. Tough start for Seropian. Let's see if he can bounce back here. Shortstop Matt Lopez stepping into the box with nobody out and a runner on second. First pitch on the way from Seropian. That one's in there for a strike. 0-1 to shortstop Matt Lopez.
One on the way from Seropian. That one's just low and away. Count evens at 1.
One pitch on the way from Seropian. This one's hitting the center field. Monty can't get to it. He plays on the one hop. He will throw cut off by Vito. Runner holds at third. Single for Matt Lopez, and now there are runners on first and third with nobody out here in the top of the first.
Stepping in for Morris is the second baseman, number 1, Jacob Overbeck.
Nobody out here in the first inning. Runners on first and second for the heart of the order for Morris. First pitch on the way from Seropian. This one's popped up behind first base and out of play. Vito and the gas trying to get to that one, but just a little bit out of play. 0-1 the count to Jacob Overbeck, the second baseman. Pitching away from Seropian. Pickoff attempt. Runner back in time at first base. Pitch on the another pickoff attempt. Pitch to this one, hit the gas at second. Flips to second. Dornbos throw to first. In time, double play there. Morris does score a run. However, Seropian trades the run for 2 outs. Big pitch there from Seropian as he gets Jacob Overbeck to ground into a double play. 4-6-3 as the Vikings twist it. First pitch by Seropian blows it by Zach Redinger, the designated hitter, for a strike. 0-1.
Seropian working quickly. He gets Redinger, chops that one foul. Redinger is down 0-2 quick in this one. We'll see what Seropian throws at him here. He's going to be working quickly. He is indeed.
0-2 pitch on the way. This one
Got
swing
him
and a miss. Big pitch there.
Really pitches himself out of that one. We'll take that 1 run for 2 outs on there. We can sacrifice that run. They probably were going to get the job done anyway, but Seropian does a good job battling back that last batter and really showing Morris what he's got.
It very limits the damage there. Very good pitching from Seropian. Let's see if the Viking bats can get going in the top of the second as cleanup hitter Vito Valinkas will lead off. We'll be back for the top of the second.
Leading off the visiting half of the second inning is the first baseman, number 28, Vito Valinkas. Vito's been a red-hot bat in the Viking lineup with the big 3-run homer to put the Vikings on top of Lamont in this regional championship. Vito's takes first pitch curveball for strike 1.
0-1 pitch on the way to Vito. That one missed inside, 1-1. One pitch on the way from Olbrett on the way. Vito takes this one outside for a ball. 2-1. Good eye there from Vito. That one's in there for a strike. Nice curveball from Olbrot. Count evens at 2-2. Two on the way from Olbrot. Vito swings and hits this one down right field. Just foul. That would have been an extra bases for Vito as he count remains 2-2 following the foul ball from Vito. Just looks to stay alive here. Olbrot sets and deals. This one's hit to third, and it will get through for a leadoff single for Vito. Great piece of hitting there as he was down 2-2 in the count, but fought back and hit one between short and third for a leadoff single. And that will bring up right fielder Mark Babbage. Nobody out, runner on first. Babbage calls for time. Olbrot deals. That one's outside. Pickoff attempt at first. Vito gets back in safely. Counts 1-0 to Mark Babbage following the pickoff attempt. Pitch on the way. This one's high and away for a ball. 2-0. Good eye there from Babbage. Pitch on the way from Olbrot. Babbage hits this one right back at him. He caught it. What a catch. Double play. Wow. What a line drive catch from the pitcher, Olbrot. Quick hands. As just like that, there are 2 outs for the Vikings, and that will bring up Matt Dornbos. Wow. Mark Babbage hit a missile there, and the pitcher, Olbrot, quick reflexes making the catch. Not Vito's fault. He got caught between first and second as he's running on a ground ball contact there. It looked like that was going to get through, but the pitcher made a nice catch. First pitch to Dornbos is outside for a ball, 1-0. Pitch from Olbrot on the way. Dornbos takes a strike there on the outside corner. Off speed from Olbrot. Count evens at 1-1. Wind picking up a little bit, blowing from right to left field. Pitch on the way from Olbrot. That one's way upstairs. 2-1.
Two one to Dornbos. That's a curve ball. Dornbos flies that one into left field. Left fielder's camped underneath it. He makes the play for out number 3. Seropian back out on the mound for the Vikings for his second inning of work. That first pitch to number 11, that is Alex Cameron, the center fielder. He hits a soft dribbler to Gass at second. Gass not in time. Leadoff infield single for Morris.
Tough play for Gass to make. He made a nice effort running to his right, backhanding it and throwing it to Vito. Vito, nice pick at first, but just not in time as Cameron beat out the throw for a leadoff single. Swing and a miss. First pitch to Cody Bledsoe, the first baseman. Seropian blows it by him, 0-1. 0-1 pitch. 1-1 the count there as that one was upstairs from Seropian. Short lead from Cameron at first. Pitch from Seropian. Swing and a miss. Beautiful pitch there. 1-2. Cody Bledsoe up to bat. 1-2 count. Pitching away from Seropian. That one's in the dirt. Runner will hold. Nice block there from McCormick. That one's also in the dirt. McCormick scoops that one. That one's low for a ball. 3-2 count here. Nobody out. Runner on first. Three-two pitch from Seropian. Fouled off. Just got a piece of that one as he fouls that one back to stay alive. Another full count pitch. That one's upstairs. Ball 4. As there will be 2 runners on with nobody out here in the second inning. They'll bring up the third baseman, Logan Edwards. First pitch on the way from Seropian, swing and a miss from Edwards. Nice bounce back pitch there, 0-1 the count. As we said before, very nice crowd for both teams today. Both dugouts lively and loud, supporting their teammates. This pitch is fouled off by Edwards. Counts 0-2 now. Oh, 2 pitch on the way from Seropian. That one catches the outside corner as he gets Edwards looking for the first out of the inning. Big strikeout there from Seropian. And that will bring up the pitcher, Luke Olbrot, following the backwards K. Runner still on first and second, following a leadoff single, followed by a walk. That pitch is fouled off by Olbrot. Olbrot made a very nice catch in the last half of the inning. Line drive right at him. The pitcher gloved it. Very quick hands. Seropian will step off. Check on the runner on second. Swing and a miss. Very nice off-speed pitch from Seropian. Counts 0-2 now to Olbrot. Big pitch coming here from Seropian. Checks on the runners, and he will deliver the pitch. This one's fouled off down the right field line and out of play. Pitch from Seropian. That one's in the dirt. Nice stop from McCormick behind the plate. 1-2. Funny they keep saying in the dirt when Ozinga has a turf field. It is very nice turf. Ozinga Field is a very nice ballpark. Home of the Independent League Windy City Thunderbolts. Seropian steps off once again.
Former home of hitting coach for the St. Lawrence Vikings, Coach Kyle Wood.
That is right. Kyle Wood also played at Purdue
University, home of the Boilermakers.
Indeed. Count evens at 2-2 following that ball from Seropian. Morris attacking Seropian early and often. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Seropian. And just like that, there are 2 outs in the inning. Following the strikeout, they'll bring up the 9-hitter, Chatton Dryfout. Dryfout is playing right field today. First pitch to Dryfout on the way. That one catches the outside corner. Nice fastball from Seropian, 0-1. Seropian checking on the runner at second. He will pitch it. 0-1 pitch is fouled off right to the third base coach. 0-2 the count following the foul ball. Long pause as they get the ball from left field.
Seropian 0-2 pitch on the way. Fastball up and away. 1-2 is now the count to Chatton Dryfout.
Nice eye there from
9-hitter.
Dryfout as he was not too jumpy there on 0-2 count. Stayed patient and took that one
Seropian
for a ball.
sets and delivers. Ball
Ooh.
fast. Another fastball upstairs. That one must have just missed. 2-2 is the count.
I think it was a good call, and it looked like the same spot to me as the first, that last pitch. Count even at 2-2 now. Seropian 2-2 pitch on the way. Strike three, and he comes back 3 straight strikeouts for Seropian, following 2 leadoff base runners. Great job of pitching as he pitches out of the jam. We'll be back for the top of the third. Back for the third inning of action as the Vikings will bat here in the top of the third.
Leading off this inning for the Vikings is the red-hot sophomore, Kevin McCormick, younger brother of Matt McCormick. He'll see his first pitch from, what's his name?
Olbrot.
Olbrot.
0-1 the count following a strike on the outside corner. McCormick taking all the way for his pitch. 0-1 pitch from Olbrat on the way. Long windup from Olbrat. Curveball. Looks like off speed, some sort of off speed. That one was outside, 1-1. One pitch on the way from Olbrat. That one catches the outside corner. Nice fastball there. 1-2. 1-2 pitch from Olbrat. Fouled off by McCormick as he reached for that one, but stayed alive. Count remains 1-2. The dimensions of this field are a lot different from Viking Field in Burbank. The backstop is way farther back than it is at St. Laurence. St. Laurence has a short backstop. It's very hard to run on a wild pitch or pass ball. Here, that's probably a different story, though. 1-2 pitch to McCormick. He hits this one to left field. That one will get down for a leadoff hit. Aggressive turn for McCormick as no one's covering first. Interesting strategy there from Morris. Regardless, we have a runner on with nobody out. And that will bring up Ryan Cummings. Playing third base today and wearing his glasses like he always does.
What else did you expect going into today's game, Billy?
That's very true. Ryan Cummings always wears his sunglasses.
He
can't see without them. They are prescription. Regardless of whether it's sunny or not, he wears them.
Rain, snow.
Snow, yeah.
Conditions.
Pickoff attempt at first. Back in time is the runner, McCormick. Cummings squaring to bunt. Third baseman coming in as another pickoff attempt. McCormick gets back in with ease as he was barely off the bag. Really worried about the bunt as the third baseman is charging very closely to Cummings. Great bunt by Cummings. The pitcher has to field it. Flip to first is in time, but Cummings gets the job done and moves McCormick over to second. And that will bring up Alex Gasparo with one out and a runner in scoring position. RBI opportunity for Gas. Let's see if he can come through for the Vikes. Pitch on the way from Olbrat. Gets away from the catcher. McCormick will take third. Good base running there for McCormick, and just like that, the runner is 90 feet away from home. Count is 1-0 to Alex Gasparo. Getting the signs from Coach Pete at third. Let's see, the squeeze is in play here. Long pause from Olbrat as he's getting the sign. That one's way outside for a ball, 2-0. No bunt attempt there from Gas. They're going to have him swinging away, it looks like. Olbrat checks on McCormick at third, deals the pitch. That one is low and away for a ball, 3-0. Great at bat here from Gas. Top of the order up next, Luke Montgomery waiting in the on-deck circle. Take sign most likely on for Gas, 3-0 count. Pitch on the way. That one catches the outside corner for a strike, 3-1. Olbrat working slowly today. 3-1 pitch on the way to Gas, and he gets away from the catcher. McCormick coming home, and he will score with ease. Gas takes off for second. Heads up, base running there from Gas. Very aggressive call from Coach McHugh at first. And just like that, there's a runner on second base. The game is tied, and the top of the order is up. Only one out here in the inning. Great base running there from Gass. As it was a ball for a walk there. Pitch got away. McCormick scored. Gass sprinting out of the box, made it all the way to second base. Great hustle from Gass. Up and let RBI opportunity here from Montgomery. He calls time. Montgomery's 0 for 1 in the day with a strikeout. Struck out in a high fastball back in the first inning. Pitch on the way to Monty. He squares the bunt, pulls back. That one's outside for a ball 1-0. The 1-0 count. Olbrot continuing to work slow here. Gass on second base. Olbrot steps off. Morris has been very aware of the runners, whether on first or second, constantly checking on them and stepping off. Pickoff attempts. Pitch on the way to Monty. That one is upstairs and away for a ball. 2-0 the count. The Viking bench very alive here, very loud, cheering on their teammates as the game is tied and they're having on the way to a big inning here. 2-0 pitch on the way from Olbrot. That one catches the outside corner for a strike. 2-1. Two-one pitch on the way from Olbrot. Monty shows bunt. That one's up and away for a ball. 3-1. Breaking ball got away from Olbrot. Couldn't find the strike zone there. 3-1 the count. Hitters count for Monty. Let's see if they have the take on. This one's hit over Olbrot, and Gass will take off for third. He gets in there. Monty, infield single. That'll get the job done, bringing Gass to third. Runners on first and third with one out for Jake Vera. Vera 0 for 1 of the days. He flew out to shallow left field back in the first inning. Shortstop made a nice running catch, calling off the left fielder. RBI opportunity here for Vera. It would be very hard for Morris to turn a double play here, as Monty and Vera both have wheels. Gass also with wheels on third base. Got to think a wild pitch will score Gass. And we wonder if Monty will be sent here. See if they'll try to very aggressively. Monty goes. They will throw down to second. Not in time. Monty's in there safely. Stolen base for Luke Montgomery as he takes second. Good throw from the catcher there. But Monty is just too fast. And just like that, both runners are in scoring position. Count is 1-0 to Vera. Righty on lefty matchup favoring Vera. He calls time. Olbrot and Seropian, very different pitchers, and what I mean that is Seropian likes to work quickly, whereas Olbrot has worked very slow here today. 1-0 pitch on the way to Vera. That one catches the inside corner. Vera didn't like that one. 1-1 count. Looked a little inside. Matt McCormick on deck for the Vikes. One pitch on the way to Vera. That one's outside. Good block by the catcher. 2-1 the count. 2-1 pitch on the way from Olbrat. That one catches the outside corner for a strike. Count evens at 2-2 to Vera. Good frame job there from the catcher, making that pitch look more in the zone than it probably was. Nice breeze here at Ozinga Field, 73 degrees, perfect baseball weather. Vera hits this one, fouled. Stays alive, 2-2. Both teams have 1 run on 3 hits in the ballgame. Both teams with their opportunities. Vikings here with a big opportunity. Morris has had multiple opportunities. Last inning, they had runners on first and second with nobody out. That one's outside for a ball. Good call from the umpires. That one looked clearly outside. Full count now to Vera. Great plate discipline from Vera. Not too jumpy with 2 strikes. Very patient. Big full count pitch here coming up. Runners on second and third, both with wheels. You got to think are hitting the outfield. Oh, and Vera walks. Bases loaded for Matt McCormick and only 1 out. Speed on every base. Vera, Monty, Gas, the 3 fastest players on the team. Speed across the board. Last inning, last at bat for McCormick. They kind of pitched around him, but they got him to pop out to left. I wonder if the same approach is on here with bases loaded. Heart of the Viking order up. First pitch to McCormick. That one's in the dirt for a ball, 1-0. I know. 1-0 count to McCormick. Olbrat taking his time, pitch on the way. McCormick hits this one straight up in the air, but this should get the job done if they're able to make the catch.
It's out of play.
But it's just out of play. And the count evens at 1-1. One pitch on the way to McCormick. That one's in the dirt for a ball. 2-1. Vito Valinkis on deck for the Vikings. 2-1 count to McCormick. Game all tied up at 1-1. That pitch is outside for a ball. 3-1. The count to McCormick now. They've got to run this inning, and the Vikings have a big inning potential for here in the 3rd inning. Pitch on the way from Olbrat. McCormick swing and a miss as he challenged him, and McCormick couldn't make contact with that ball. Full count now, 3-2. Biggest pitch of the game upcoming. Full count, 1 out, bases loaded. Contact will get the job done most likely. Pitch on the way from Olbrat. And McCormick fouls that one off, which most likely would have been ball 4, but he stays alive and fouls it off. Reached down to hit that one. Just got a piece of it. Stays alive. Vikings in the dugout cheering on their catcher, McCormick. Pitch on the way from Olbrat. That one's outside for a ball, and McCormick walks home a run, and the Vikings have the lead. Gas coming in to score from 3rd, and the Vikings now lead 2-1. Vito Valinka stepping in for the Vikings. Bases still loaded, 1 out still in the inning. Matt Zahora, courtesy runner at first base for Matt McCormick following the RBI walk. Vito calls for time. First pitch to Vito. That one's low and away for a ball, 1-0. Count to Vito. Let's see if they challenge him in the zone here. Pitch on the way. This one's drilled up the middle. As they can't make the play, a run will score. Vito Valinkas infield single. As the Vikings extend their lead to 3-1. Bases still loaded, 1 out only, and that will bring up right fielder Mark Babbage.
Last time Babbage stepped up, he hit a missile right back at Olbrot. Doubled off Vito at first. Hope it's not a repeat.
It was an unbelievable catch by Albright. It really was.
It was almost luck.
I mean,
that it hit his glove.
At that point, it is. I mean, it was a very hard hit ball. First pitch on the way to Babbage, inside for a ball. But Albright made an unbelievable catch back in the second inning. The Vikings had a runner on first with nobody out. And their hopes of a run scoring in a nice inning were hit away with one pitch as a double play occurred. 1-0 pitch to Babbage. This one's hit to left. It's deep. Center fielder's
chasing after it. This one's over all the outfielders' heads. One hops
gap.
the wall. Vito's going to score easily. Babbage pulls up at second.
3-run double.
3-run
for
double
Mark
for
Babbage.
Mark Babbage. He is on fire. The Vikings are ecstatic.
And just like that, the score is 6-1. The Vikes have blown this one open here in the third. It has been a very long third inning. It started out with Kevin McCormick getting a single, followed by a Ryan Cummings sack bunt, a wild pitch and a walk, then scored McCormick. Gass made it to second on the wild pitch, and a bunch of hits and walks have just followed that. And here we are, 6-1 Vikings lead. Mark Babbage finishing off the job with a 3-run double in the left center gap. An absolute missile off the bat.
And on the way back, we will have our first McHugh race of the day. Oh, wait, no, we will not. There's no runner on first.
No, it's all right, Robbie. It's okay.
We're idiots.
We got our hopes up there.
Don't get your hopes up. Number one rule in life.
Following the mound visit, Albright will stay on the mound for Morris. Matt Dornbow stepping in. Still 1 out here in the inning. Mark Babbage on second. First pitch on the way to Dornbow's. That one is upstairs for a ball, 1-0. Pitch on the way. That one's in the dirt. Good stop by the catcher, preventing Babbage from moving up to third. 2-0 the count now to the senior Matt Dornbos. Dornbos has been a 2-year starter for this Viking team, playing shortstop and third base over the past 2 years. This year he's been a consistent member of the lineup. So he takes ball 3 there, playing shortstop this year. I'm sorry, that one was in there for a strike. 2-1. Looked outside, but ump gave him the call. 2-1 the count.
Two one on the way to Dornbos. He swings and misses on a fastball. Count evens at 2.
Albright challenged him upstairs, and Dornbos couldn't make contact. Albright continuing to work slowly here, taking his time. Pitch on the way to Dornbos. This one's hit deep to left. Left fielder makes the catch running. And Babbage did not tag from second, as that one was hit deep to left, but the left fielder made a nice running catch. 2 outs in the inning now. Dornbos just missed it there, you got to think. And that will bring up the red-hot Kevin McCormick. McCormick is 1 for 1 today. We had a single back. I'm sorry. The Vikings have found he had a single this inning. Now that I look at it, he scored the first run of the game for the Vikes, and that pitch is inside. Ducks out of the way of that one. This is the 10th Viking batter of the inning. They've scored 6 runs, have had 3 hits and 3 walks. This one's hit up the middle, and that should score a run. Babbage coming home. The throw will be cut off. Babbage scores with ease. 7-1 Vikings. RBI, Kevin McCormick, I'm sorry. Kevin McCormick has been absolutely on fire these playoffs. He's got to lead the team in RBI so far, as he adds another one to the total there. And in steps Ryan Cummings. Has not yet recorded an at-bat, as he had a sac bunt this inning. 11th Viking batter, and we will have a mound visit, and I believe see there's a pitching change, and they will have a pitching change here, as I think first baseman Cody Bledsoe will come into pitch, if I'm not mistaken, for Morris. They will switch spots, it looks like, as Albright will take over at first base. Bledsoe a lefty. The Vikings will get to have a look at him here, time up his pitches. Runner on first base with 2 outs for Ryan Cummings here. On the mound, left-hander Cody Bledsoe. He started off the game playing first base, and he switched place with Olbrod, who's now playing first. Olbrod made it 2 2/3 innings, 7 earned runs. Pitch on the way to Cummings. He shows bunt, pulls back. That one's a ball, 1-0. Pitch on the way to Cummings. He shows bunt once again. That one's taken for a strike, 1-1. The Morris crowd has quieted down after being very loud the first couple innings. But the Vikings really taking control of this game and taking the life out of the fans over there. Pitch on the way to Cummings. This one's hit to right field. Right fielder chasing after it, but this one is out of play, 1-2. 1-2 pitch on the way to Cummings. He hits this one to third. Third baseman struggles with it. Throw to first. Not in time as Cummings beats out the throw on the error. Fielding error by the third baseman, as he couldn't glove it right away and he bobbled it on the ground. Good hustle from Cummings out of the box, though, as he keeps the inning alive. And that will bring up the 9-hitter Alex Gasparo. His second time batting this inning, as the Vikings have plated 12 hitters. Gass has not recorded an at-bat yet, as he walked earlier this inning and later scored. He shows bunt, pulls back. That one's low for ball. Going to third. McCormick's in time. Great base running from Kevin McCormick as he takes third on the play. Runners now on first and third. Very aggressive, but he made it to third. Gass's at-bat was very interesting earlier this inning. He got walked, and the fourth ball was a wild pitch. It got away from the catcher, and Gass sprinted out of the box and took second, as Kevin McCormick also scored from third on the play. 1-0 pitch. Oh, Cummings. Pickoff attempt. That one gets away. There was no one guarding first. Cummings will hold it second as the Viking lead is extended to 8-1 as McCormick scores from third. The Vikings scoring every which way this inning. Wild inning so far. Wow. Pitch on the way to Gass. He shows bunt. Nice bunt. This one gets past the pitcher, and this one will be an infield single for Gass. Cummings to third. Runners on first and third. 2 outs. Top of the order is up. Luke Montgomery. Monty is 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a strikeout. He also stole a base and scored a run. This inning, the 13th hitter this inning for the Vikes. This one's fouled right back at us. No one flinched up in the box. 0-1 the count. Gass at first. I wonder if they'll send him. They probably not with the big lead, trying to keep the inning going. Gass takes off, and he steals. Unbelievable play there. Cummings gets back to third. Everybody's safe. Stolen base for Alex Gasparo. As Gass took off as the pitcher was going to throw her to first, somehow he made it to second. Two runners in scoring position. A base hit here would score 2 as there's speed on second and gas. Pitch on the way to Monty. This one's hit. And this one will get through. Cummings scores. Gas on his way home. He slips and will stay at throw. Throw gets away. He'll score anyways. Monty heading to third. Little league triple for Luke Montgomery. The Vikings score 2 more runs, and the Vikings have scored 10 runs here in the third. Gas kind of limping over the dugout. Hopefully he's okay in the dugout. Vikings now leading 10-1. Monster inning. Jake Vera up for the second time this inning. Unbelievable. The scoreboard cannot even read 10 runs in an inning. Luke Montgomery on third. Great base running. First pitch to Gas is hard hit foul ball. 0-1. The last play was wild. Monty hit a ball between the shortstop and third baseman. Cummings scored easily from third. Gas coming home from second. Slipped between third and home. Started running back to third when the ball got away from the catcher coming from the left fielder, and he later scored on the throwing error. And then Monty made it all the way to third on the play. That one's in there for a strike, 0-2. Great base running all around from the Vikings today, which has helped them gain this 10-1 lead here only in the top of the third. Heart of the order up once again for the Vikes. Pitch to Vera outside. 1-2 the count. Pitch on the way to Vera. That one's outside for a ball. 2-2. Vera works his way back in the count. Weather continuing to be beautiful here at Ozinga Field. Still 74 degrees. And now we're into this ball game. Crowd has remained very good for both teams. 2-2 pitch on the way to Vera. This one's hitting to left field. Another run will score. The runs keep coming every which way. Monty scores from third. The lead is now 11-1. And guess who's up once again? Matt McCormick steps in for the second time this inning with a runner on first and 2 outs. Lefty on lefty matchup. McCormick 0 for 1 of the day. He did walk earlier this inning. It was an RBI walk at that, as he scored Gas on the walk. He flew out to left back in the first inning. First pitch is low and away for a ball, 1-0. And this has turned into an absolute onslaught from the Vikings as they are getting on base every which way. Walks, errors, hits. One-0 pitch on the way to McCormick. That one's in there for a strike, 1-1. Love to see McCormick turn on a ball here, send one into the gap and score another run, as McCormick is a very crucial part of this team. We'd love to see him get hot here in the playoffs and extend this playoff run. Pitch on the way to McCormick. That one's outside. Good eye. 2-1. Two-one count. Pitch on the way to McCormick. That one's in there for a strike. 2-2. Looked a little bit low, but said it was a strike. Cody Bledsoe on the mound for Morris. Two-two pitch on the way to McCormick. Fouls that one off. Stays alive. 2-2. And a pitch would have been ball 3, but I would have swung 2 after that last call. 2-2 count to McCormick. That one's outside. Great eye from McCormick. Full count once again. This is the 15th hitter this inning for the Vikes. Full count pitch on the way to McCormick. This one's hit straight up in the air toward third base. Third baseman trying to go after it, but this one is out of play into the upper deck near some Viking juniors over there. Soon to be seniors. McCormick stays alive. Full count still. This has been a very fun game to watch. Fun inning at that. 11 runs plated by the Vikings on 7 hits. Pitch on the way to McCormick. That one is low and away for a ball. Another base runner. First and second for Vito Valinkis. Pickoff attempt at second. Vera gets back in safely. I said this every at bat, but this is the 15th hitter for the Vikings this inning. I'm going to keep saying it because this is a whopping stat. I'm sorry, this is actually the 16th batter for the Vikings. 16. First pitch to Vito is in there for a strike. 0-1. I want to say they've been hitting for about 35 minutes now. With 2 outs, probably 10, 15 minutes. This has been the longest inning of baseball I've ever been a part of or seen. Pitch on the way. That one's way outside. 1-1. Morris has only gone through 2 pitchers so far. Started off with Luke Albrecht. He had a nice first 2 innings, but then the Viking hitters just jumped on him here in the third. First baseman Cody Bledsoe then took over for him, and Albrecht is at first. 1-1 count to our first baseman, Vito. That one's low for a ball, 2-1. Gotta say, the Viking mindset here is keep scoring runs. Why not? We can get out of this game early. And our bats will be hot for the next game. I think it's safe to say that Chris Ropian has a little bit of run support today. 2-1 pitch on the way to Vito. That one's up and away for a ball, 3-1. Hitters count here for Vito. 3-1 pitch on the way. This one's fouled back. Full count for Vito. Full count once again. We've seen this many times this inning. Forgot to mention courtesy runner at first base, Matt Zahora, once again in for the catcher, man McCormick. Runner's going. That one's up and away for a ball. Another walk. Bases are now loaded for Mark Babbage, who had a 3 RBI double this inning. Felt like an hour ago. Maybe it was. I don't know the time. We were guessing a half hour to 40 minutes ago. Mark Babbage had a 3-run double, which kind of broke open the game for the Vikings. And here we are. Game still broken open, 11-1. Pitch on the way. This one fouled off by Babbage. Out of the stadium. 0-1 the count. There's Coach Adam Lotus bringing some baseballs for the umpire. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 0-1 count. Pitch on the way to Babbage. That one bounces to the plate. Runner is hold. Nice stop by the catcher. The last person to make an out for the Vikings was Matt Dornbose, who is on deck.
He's on deck.
Ryan Cummings batting now for the Vikes. 1 out in the inning following the McCormick roundout. That one is outside for a ball, 1-2. Good eye from Cummings. Cummings also had a nice day at the dish. He reached base via error last inning. Also had a sac bunt that really got things going and moved over McCormick to second. 1-2 pitch on the way. That one strike 3 following the foul tip catch by the catcher. Second out of the inning. And that will bring up Alex Gasparo. 1-1 count to Gas following that ball. Pitch on the way to Gas. This one swing and a miss. 1-2 the count. One, two on the way to Gas. Hits him as he eats that one on the hip. Gas limping over to first. Hope he's okay. It looked like hit him on the hip. It sounded kind of bad. And once again, the top of the order comes to the plate. Luke Montgomery's 4th plate appearance in this one. 2 for 3. 2 for 3, I'm sorry. 2 singles, a strikeout, stolen base, 2 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. Pinch hitter coming in for Gas. It will be Anthony Leonard. Now batting, Luke Montgomery, like I said before. Top of the order. Jake Vera and Matt McCormick would be next if this inning was to continue. 2 outs, runner on first. Leonard in for Gas at first. Pitch on the way from Bradley. That one's in there for a strike. I'm sorry, Bledsoe. I said Bradley. It's Cody Bledsoe, not Bradley. I'm sorry. 0-1 count to Monty. That one's a ball, 1-1. Little game recap if you haven't been watching. The Vikings are up following a 13-run third. It was unbelievable. 18 batted twice in the lineup. Pitch on the way. This one's hit to left field. Left fielder barely has to move as he makes the catch in left field for the 3rd out. So yes, the Vikings are up 13-1 here on 9 hits. A bunch of walks and a couple errors here and there. Dominant performance all around as Chris Soropian has, I believe, 5 strikeouts. Let's do the math. 5 strikeouts through only 3 innings of play. Very low pitch count so far as he's gotten Morrison to 2 double. We are entering the bottom of the 4th here. If the Vikings hold on, Vikings on Saturday. Ooh, chin music for Vito. Will take take, and in the same third inning, he had a going following the error. That'll bring up the sophomore, number 31, Jason Kroll, pinch hitting from to the count. Thanks. Kroll has started a couple games for the Vikings at DH and once at third. Pitch on the way to Kroll. This one's hit up the middle. Throw to first in time. Oh, they're going to say not in time. I think they're going to say no bag as Kroll. Infield single. And Kevin McCormick will bat once again. A lot of at-bats for him today. 2 of them coming in the third inning. He's 2 for 3 on the day with an RBI. And 2 runs scored. We will apologize once again for any and all internet issues. They are all the fault of me. That one's fouled off by McCormick. 0-1. We will blame Verizon for this technical difficulty.
Please don't sue us, Verizon.
Pitch on the way to McCormick. This one is fouled off. 0-2. Count to Kevin McCormick. Pitch on the way from Bledsoe up the middle. That will score 1 run. That will score 2 runs. Two RBI single for Kevin McCormick. Vikings extend the lead to 15-1. Kevin McCormick, red hot this playoff run for the Vikes. First and second for Edwin Alvarez, who's pinch hitting. This one's hit to center field. Center fielder camping under it. Makes the catch on the run for the 3rd out of the inning. The Vikes do score twice, extend their lead to 15-0. 15-1. 15-1. I forgot about that 1 run they had. Anyways, Vikings have played tremendously, and we will have a pitching change as senior left-hander Max Engstrom will take over on the mound for Chris Seropian, who pitched 4 innings of phenomenal baseball, 6 strikeouts, only giving up 4 hits, 1 run, and forcing Morris into 2 double plays. And this could be the final inning of play here as the Vikings lead by more than 10, and it's the 5th inning. Now announcing with me for the final half inning will be Coach Gacius, head of the Sports Media Club, and also a teacher and soccer coach at St. Lawrence. How are you doing today, Coach?
Doing well, William. How are you?
I'm right, Mr. William.
So, first of all, I just want to thank the fine folks here at Ozinga Field, where the Windy City Thunderbolts play, for letting us broadcast up here in the press box.
It has been very fun.
They've been very helpful today, and it's just been a cool experience.
Very nice view of the ballpark, for sure.
We have a Omari Thurston and Lonnie Chambers sighting in section double E over here on the left.
They are 2017 graduates of St. Lawrence.
Great human beings as well.
Great human beings. Very both good guys. You're right.
Is
First
Max,
pitch.
I'll let you, Billy. This is all you.
First pitch is upstairs for Max. Engstrom taking over after 4 innings for Seropian. This one's hit right back at him into center field for a leadoff single for Logan Edwards, the third baseman.
It's great to see a bunch of alumni here today. I see Nemo is here. The sophomores are in the next section over on the left. Nick Kane made a tremendous one-handed grab.
I mentioned that on the broadcast. I didn't see who it was, but I saw it.
Nick Kane. We're going to give him all the credit.
In the second level up here to the left of us, he made a nice grab.
Corey
Laurence.
D.
Oh, there you
go. John Montgomery, Luke's brother.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Nick Garby is here. We have Nick Formica is also here. Cutler Sanders.
Colby Taylor.
Colby's here. Carlos, another former sports media member, is also here. Enjoying a game for once and not taking pictures.
Yeah, for real. 1-1 count to Luke Albrat, who started off today pitching, but after the third inning, he moved to first base as Cody Bledsoe took over. That one's hit up to center field. Back-to-back singles to start the fifth here for Morris. Showing a little bit of life.
PJ Husbands, Kyle Eckert, and the final Gratulis are over here on the left in the first section. I believe I saw Mike Chimera. I'm not 100% sure. He's like a 2015 grad or something crazy like that.
Years ago, folks. I just graduated this year, 2019. Long 4 years, but it went by fast. First and second, nobody out here.
We have an update from Nazareth, too, with the softball team. The Vikings have won 1-0, and they will play in the sectional championship on Saturday at 11 a.m.
So 2 upcoming sectional championship games this Saturday for baseball and softball. 0-1 pitch on the way. This one's hit to third. Cummings will go to second. Gas. They're going to say Gas was off the bag at second. Nobody's out. Throws a little off the mark from Cummings. E5 on the play. And just like that, bases are loaded with nobody out. Top of the order now up from Morris, Cole, Lowry. First pitch to Cole is in there for a strike, 0-1.
Just trying to get 3 outs here, get this game over.
Yes, the game will be over after 3 outs as the Vikings are winning by 14 runs. Good stop by McCormick. Count was 1-1 following that pitch, which was low and away. Lowry 2 for 2 on the day with a single and a double, scoring the only run for Morris today.
Got to give this Morris team credit. They've been actually squaring up the ball pretty well today.
They have been. They really have been. Swinging. They've been swinging at first pitches a lot.
They were really excited, and they still haven't given up either, which
they
is
really
what you
haven't.
like to see.
They've played with class and heart all game. Got to give them that. It's very true. 2-1 the count to Lowry. First, this pitch is fouled off on the left field line and out of play. Into the parking lot. Count evens at 2-2. But Seropian did pitch very well today. 6 strikeouts, and like I said, he forced Morris into 2 double plays, both in crucial parts of the game. Early on when they were...
That's
that
off
one
his helmet.
hits him in the helmet. And a run will score. 15-2.
It looks like in the bullpen right now.
There's a plethora of Vikings in the bullpen. Cole Anderson looks like Brett Bazzelli. Tyler Berg. Billy Ernst out there. Ryan Berg. I think everybody, all the POs have warmed up in the bullpen at some point today.
Do we have an RMAC sighting?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I actually do see Ryan McGrath over there too. First pitch to Matt Lopez is in there for a
Good,
strike.
'cause the world needed
0-1.
to know.
Oh, yeah. Armac is ready to go. As always.
I also see Dan Cummings is here, brother of
0-1 pitch.
Ryan. Tag
Cummings
third.
steps on
Go
third,
home,
throws
gotta tag him
home.
out.
They will tag him out, get the double play.
Okay.
And just like that, there are 2 outs in the inning. Runner's on. He got him out at third. The runner doesn't realize that, though. I don't think they do. They clearly got him out at third.
2 outs here. We get 1 more, and then we have a nice little sports media conundrum on Saturday because both games will be taking place at the same time.
Very tough. Very tough.
But we will be broadcasting the sectional championship at St. Lawrence for the Vikings, which is kind of just a nice turn of events. Granted, no one likes to see a field flooded in Ottawa, but things kind of work out our way where we get to host here, and then on Saturday we get to play at our home field. There will be a coin toss, however, to decide who's the home team.
I'm not a fan of that, to be honest with you.
It's just because this sectional is made up of subsectionals, so I guess between the 2 subsectionals they don't decide who's a higher or lower seed.
Guess that's fair. That pitch is fouled off by Jacob Overbeck. 0 for 2 on the day with 2 double plays. He is facing the last strike of the game, possibly. 0-2 count with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. The Vikings leading 15-2 with Mercy Rule awaiting. 0-2 pitch on the way from Engstrom. Upstairs for a ball, 1-2.
The next game should be a really good game, JCA versus Tinley Park.
Indeed.
Looking forward to watching that one.
1-2 pitch. Right down the middle, strike 3. Vikings win. Vikings win. They advance to the sectional championship, which will be played Saturday at Viking Field in beautiful Burbank, Illinois. I hope to see you all there. In the meantime, Viking fans, stay classy. Thank you for tuning in. Vikings win 15-2.
Billy, great job as always. Congrats to Morris on obviously a great season if they've made it this far. They played with a lot of heart today and a lot of class and didn't give up, so you like to see that. Billy, it's been an honor. We'll do this one more time, and then hopefully we can be spectators going down to the Super Sectional and State.
Indeed.